I'm at Olive Garden with my family, and we've been seated, but we're waiting to order, and the kids have their crayons and their paper menus, and me and my husband are taking turns playing tic-tac-toe with each one of our 3 sons. Eventually, we run out of tic-tac-toe boards, and they move on to the different activities on there. And my middle son, he's abnormal. Like, for real. His brain just works differently in the best way. Most kids, you'll tell them something and be like, oh yeah, okay, cool. And they, give it nothing out at all. This one, you can watch his brain working. He'll say something, and he's got like these matrix numbers you can see going through his eyes. And then he'll say something just mind-blowing. You look at him and be like, where did that come from? And you're just like, okay, kid. And also, where do I send my money? Because that's a software update that my brain missed. But this kid, he's sitting next to me, and he's doing this paper maze with a blue crayon. And he looks at me and he says, hey, Mom, did you know that if you start at the finish line and then work backwards to the start, it's actually so much easier? And I like to think that I'm at least half as smart as my kid, so I said to him, yeah, isn't that such a cool trick? And then I was thinking about it, and I wondered if he realized the monumental life hack that he stumbled on. And he's the Matrix kid, so probably he's over there wondering, like, I wonder if Mom realizes the weight of what I just said to her. Because not only does this trick work on printed mazes with a blue crayon, but it works in almost every application in life. And this isn't something new. I think most of us are familiar with begin with the end in mind, or the Mad Hatter's instructions. If you want to become a doctor, you know what that path looks like. You have to go to medical school, you work backwards, and you enroll in the right undergrad classes. But how often is that the path that we're taking when different challenges come up throughout the day? I think that our default is work from here to where we want to end up. But what if we could switch the default? What do you want your day to look like? What do you want dinner time to look like? What do you want this one conversation with your spouse or your child to look like? How small can we make this? So my challenge to you, as you think about it, is to reply and tell me what's the smallest way that you can think of using this tool throughout your day. Because I believe that as we can practice using it on a small application and get in the habit of it, the more that it's going to have a lasting and huge impact on our lives. And next time that you're faced with a challenge or you feel overwhelmed, I want you to imagine that you're holding a blue crayon just looking at a paper maze.